My issue is that colleges are too expensive. Like, what do you need to spend 40,000, 30,000 bucks a year for? Like, realistically speaking, what do you need to spend it? Textbooks don't need to be that expensive. I know this video is already long, but I want to share a quick story. I went with my wife not too long ago, maybe a couple years ago, 2 years ago. She went to visit Penn State, and we went to the bookstore. I like bookstores. I like books. So I always like to go to the bookstore whenever I go to any college campus, but in particular, Penn State. You go to Penn State, I see a textbook. It was like 50 or 60, maybe 70 bucks for a textbook. And I was freaking out because I was like, man, it's so expensive. And it wasn't a big book. It was like this big. It was like a relatively modest sized textbook. And I was like, well, the good thing is nowadays you can have ebooks. I go to the ebook, $70 for the ebook. And I lost my mind because I was like, why is the ebook the same as the actual physical book? Like, you could make an argument that the physical book's expensive because you need to like write it, manufacture it, ship it, print it, all that stuff. I'd be willing to hear you out in that argument. I'd listen to that. I think 70 bucks is still a bit expensive, especially because you're doing it in bulk. But I'd be willing to like accept that argument. An ebook, you write once and it's digital. You don't need to print it. You don't need to ship it. You don't need to manufacture a physical copy. So why the hell is it the same price as the actual hard copy book? And this is the reason why. This is at least my explanation for why. It's because it can be. That's why. Because teachers are going to make it mandatory to have the book despite not actually using the book, or despite being able to just rip the pages from the book and teach that without you having to buy it. It's intentional, just to make you have to spend money on something that you really don't need and that you can't resell, because you can't resell an ebook, right? You can barely resell the textbook. You can't sell the ebook. It's digital. You can give it to somebody, but of course the next year they're going to do like an updated edition that student has to buy, which will invalidate your edition. So it's bullshit. I hate it so much. What else? The amenities. You don't need amenities on a college campus. You're there to learn. You're there to understand information. I can't talk. You're there to learn how to speak better than me. You're there to learn how to comprehend information. What else do you need to spend money on? Oh, we have this like dorm with these spas, and they have these like twin suites, and we have this like rock climbing wall and these glass gyms with state-of-the-art equipment. You don't need any of that bullshit. You're here to learn. You're here to study. You're not here to be on a vacation or to be at a spa or to live lavishly. I remember years ago, I was saying to people, one of the downsides about college is that it conditions you to live a certain type of lifestyle of like freedom. And I'm going to say extravagance. It's not extravagance by like super wealthy billionaire standards, of course. But for a lot of people, it is a higher quality of living. And people said, oh, you think college is a high quality living? I was like, if you're from me and you're from like West Philly, yeah, it is. Like, what do you mean? Do you think it's a high quality living? You get to be free the entire time you're there for the entire semester. You can go to the gym, and the gyms are made of like glass, there's rock climbing walls, all kind of like stuff that you live off campus, there's like hot tubs, all kinds of cool stuff, tennis courts, swimming pools, parties all the time, lots of cool bars that have updated stuff. It's like tons of stuff you can do in most like college campuses, like most universities and like big colleges. So yeah, it is a higher standard of living compared to most people. When you graduate, you get downgraded for the most part, unless you live somewhere like New York or something and you have the money to afford it. You get downgraded. You work a 9 to 5, you got to drive everywhere, you don't have much time, you're drained a lot of times. Like, it's a lower quality of living. So yeah, like, you're conditioned to live a high standard, relatively lavish quality of life for 4 years, 5 years, whatever, however long it takes you to graduate. It sucks. So these prices to me make no sense at all. It's just crazy.